Typically for our Best Board Shorts feature, Stab hires a renowned fashion photographer to shoot well-sculpted athletes in a range of unique positions. While the results are often striking, they fail to answer one important question. What is the best pair of board shorts money can buy? So this year, we ditched the fashion photographers and talent, hired one diminutive surf dork, that's me, and forced him to test 11 pairs of elite surf trunks in brutal conditions. Shorts were scored out of 50 points for performance based on their comfort, stretch, and overall feel in the water. Since most people only care about how cool their board shorts look, we allotted the other 50 points to style and allowed our audience to be the judge. Based on this entirely made-up formula and subjective scores, the highest combined total for performance and style will be deemed the best pair of board shorts in 2021. Now, let's meet our competitors. Alright, well, we got the Volcom trunks here. They are really just look like a solid standard pair of board shorts. There's no real frills on here. It's just a nice sturdy fabric. Not super stretchy or anything, but I feel like a really resilient board short that you could probably wear for a really long time. Let's go get these things in the water. They don't have the same amount of like softness to them. It's more of a rugged short. So I think that's kind of what Volcom was going for with their design here, is something that's going to last you and be really sturdy. Interested to see what you guys think about the look. And yeah, overall I'm going to go 37 out of 50 on these for performance. All right, we got the Rip Curl board shorts here, and right off the bat, you can just tell that these things are made for performance. It's got these super soft, stretchy side panels from the waistband to the drawstrings, even the pocket. It's so like sleek and refined. The stretch is kind of unbelievable. Like, I mean, they just feel like a really performance-minded surf short. I feel like I could probably run a marathon in these things. The fabric on these is just pretty much up there with the best we've tested, and this is definitely an elite board short. Yeah, if anything, it's just the sizing of them. Like, they're a little bit long and they're a little bit like baggy, which I know, ironic, but I think I'm gonna give it a 46 out of 50 for performance. I just want to leave a little bit of room in the scale just in case something blows me out of the water, but these are the real deal. Here we've got the Roark shorts. They're so sure in their product that they actually give it a lifetime guarantee. So like, I'm sure that this is a really solid pair of trunks. Yeah, we're gonna throw them on and see how they go. All right, well, fuck, if these board shorts can survive that lineup, they can survive anything. That was chaotic. Just people dropping on your head from all angles. And
They do feel, when you're out in the water, like a really kind of like sturdy board short. They're definitely not that stretchy or soft. It's more of, you know, like a flaggy fabric, if that makes sense. Based sheerly off that session, I would say I'm going to give them a 39 out of 40 in terms of performance. Curious to see what you guys think of style.
Let's pause for a second. I don't care how soft or stretchy your board shorts are. If you raw dog it in the tropics after months of wearing only wetsuits, you're going to end up walking like a crab. Best Board Shorts 2021 almost got sidelined for this very reason, until we found out about Beneath. The underwear brand stormed the North Shore this winter and turned even the most skeptical pros into believers. We were lucky enough to have a pair land in our lap. Rash protection is a given with undershorts, but Beneath differentiates themselves with a secret, separate compartment for your twig and berries. The support is unprecedented, and I'll never surf in warm water without them again. They were an absolute necessity at our next testing location.
Well, this is a new one. No tie, just a single flap. Pretty interesting design here from O'Neill, very futuristic. The waistband is really interesting because it doesn't really have much give. It's kind of like just like a terse, sort of like papery feel. Overall though, the fabric here feels pretty nice. It's, you know, it's not too stretchy, but not too stiff either. I think these trunks are gonna be a little bit big for me, and I think it's gonna be a bit of an issue, but we'll try them on and see how they go. Say that this little no strings attached flap is pretty cool. And as far as the rest of the suit goes, the material's soft, it's stretchy. So yeah, overall in performance, I can't knock these things too much. I'm gonna go ahead and give them a 41. They're a really solid pair of trunks. Now, these are some unique board shorts. This is where you normally see a drawstring that you tie up, but they've got a totally different system. To dumb it down, it basically is like a thick shoelace that goes around the entire waistband, and then you tighten it simply by pulling this little end right here. And other than that, it's a really like nice thick material. Feels like it would last for a really long time, and just a classic Vans checkerboard right there. You can never go wrong with. It's basically like timeless style. The drawstring is interesting, and I think we gotta go make sure that it doesn't get flush when we go surfing. So let's go hop in the water. All right, so Vans came in hot with these no tie down boardies. They've got, like we talked about, just a completely different system down here, and overall, I really like them. You know, it's like a heavier fabric, but it's really sleek. It's kind of like seal skin. It's really water resistant, so you feel like you're kind of just like gliding through the water really well, and they don't get really heavy either. These are awesome. Overall, I'm gonna give it a 43 out of 50 on performance, just because, you know, they're not the lightest or the stretchiest or whatever, but for what they are absolutely game changing. Oh, what am I doing? I'm not supposed to be wearing these yet. Too late. All right. These are the Quicksilver shorts. They are noticeably much lighter than pretty much every other suit we've tested. Like, the material's super duper thin. These quick trunks are actually also made from like fully recycled materials, which, you know, it's not necessarily part of our criteria, but it's worth noting. So yeah, we're gonna go paddle out in some fun little waves and see if these things can stay on. Okay, just tried out the Quicksilver shorts. They didn't seem to get in the way at all. They're like a little bit longer than I would normally wear, but yeah, they weren't bothering me in that sense. Yeah, pretty much just a really standard kind of like performance short, and something that, yeah, you'd probably expect from one of the big brands in surfing. There's no real special frills or anything like that, but a pair of trunks that you're happy to throw on any day of the week. All around, because nothing really stands out to me, I think these would be probably like a 39 out of 50 performance-wise. We'll let you guys decide about style. What do we have here? Billabong. This is some really, really fine material. Super nice seams as well. They've got like a really nice closed off pocket here. Yeah, this looks like a pair of trunks that they put a lot of thought and design into, which I really appreciate. I feel like they're gonna be really light, loose, and fun to surf in. So go get them wet. It's also worth noting that all Billabong trunks are made exclusively from plastics, mostly plastic bottles that are probably coming out of the ocean somewhere. So that's another thing to consider when you're purchasing your pair of board shorts, is where they're coming from. And these ones are very ethically sourced. All right, so just had my surf in the Billabongs, and I really, really like them. I'm gonna go ahead and give these a 44. I really, really like them. I think they're a great pair of trunks. I'm not sure how necessarily like long they'd last. We're not doing a duration test here, but for what we just had, these are an awesome pair of trunks. So on to the next. All right, well, I'll tell you what. I've been wearing Banks Journal board shorts for a while, and I've really liked pretty much all the pairs they've given me, but this is on another level. These look absolutely awesome to me. You guys are gonna get to score the style. It's my job to test the performance, so let's throw them on. These shorts are fucking amazing. They're like kind of the perfect weight, the perfect stretchiness, the perfect cut, the perfect fit. I don't know, of all the trunks that I've tested thus far, these are the ones that seem to me like this thing that I would want to wear every single day. Like there's just absolutely nothing that I dislike about them. So overall performance, I'm gonna go all the way up to 48. Just leaving a tiny bit of room for something to go huge into 50. But yeah, these are the shorts that I think I'll be wearing by choice whenever the occasion arises. So. All right, what do we have here? Vuori. Vuori, for those who don't know, is like a kind of luxury athleisure brand. And in the surf world, they actually recently sponsored Rob Machado and Taylor Knox to be their ambassadors. And I want to see if their surf shorts are as fine as their spandex and tights. So these shorts are a little big for me, which you can see in how they're gonna get tied right here. Other major points, I really like the scallop cut. The length is really nice, just above the knee. Let's go get wet. It feels like the type of short that you'd love to wear in the summer, just on the beach, hang out with friends. You might pop out for a couple waves here and there, but I wouldn't say they're like the craziest performance surf short. Score-wise, I'm gonna give them a 36 out of 50 on the performance, and we'll see what you guys think about the style. First reactions, feels like I'm wearing a flag. A longboard flag. I don't know how comfortable I am with that. I haven't ridden a longboard in like 10 years, but I had a pair of Birdwells when I think I was like 8 years old. They were like my first pair of trunks, and I haven't had one since. And I did it wrong. I have to go under. That was a full expression session in the Birdwells. I think I rode 4, maybe 5 different boards. I even got on a longboard for a wave or 2. The shorts are just fucking awesome. I almost feel like they're in their own category of just like this staple thing. They're like the Chuck Taylors of surf shorts. And I'm throwing them at 39 out of 50 in performance, and they're probably gonna blow mines in the aesthetics category. So let's see it. Octopus is mainly known for traction and leashes, but looks like they're making a break into the apparel world, and pretty much everything they make is of like a really high quality and also really aesthetically driven. And first thing I noticed is they have a pretty big draw cord, which is probably going to be really good in terms of like staying tied, but it'll be interesting to see if they're also a little bit on the more like uncomfortable side, you know, compared to a few of the other trunks that we're using that don't even have a draw cord. These look and feel pretty good to me. I'm gonna go get them in the water and see if they hold their own. First impression is they are a little bit on like the bulkier side. They have a little bit of a heavier material, kind of like a basketball short sort of vibe. But they still feel really nice. They're nice and soft. They've got a good texture to them. I didn't really like mind them at all, but it's definitely like a style and a feel that you'd have to be seeking if you were gonna get these board shorts. For me, overall, I'm gonna give them a 39 out of 50 for performance. I think that they'll probably knock it out of the park in the aesthetic category, but yeah, let's cut to see what you guys think. All right, so we tallied up all the performance points and what you guys voted for style, and the winner is Banks Journal. Well done. These are my favorite shorts overall. You guys also voted them really high in style. Can't say I blame you. The green and yellow just looks glorious together, and I think that they're deserving of the victory lap, so we're gonna head out there.